Hi folks, Russell Bly, Chief Operating Officer with Liberty Health Network. I want to take a couple minutes and talk to you about Mortechems or death chemicals. You know, Mortechems are so prevalent in so many companies' products. Everything from major network marketing companies to the store brands you see at your various stores like CVS, Walgreens, or even Walmart. Some of these products are called excipients. In other words, they go into a pill that help create the pill form. A lot of times these chemicals are added simply to help lubricate or to clean the machines or to make the product white. Now, some of these excipients or Mortechems include chemicals like titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, silica dioxide, stannous chloride, and more. Now, these are chemicals that are dangerous. When I talk to people about Mortechems, though, they say, well, you know what, if they were dangerous, the government wouldn't allow that. Well, think about this. You know, in the early 1900s, Bayer Chemical used to have a drug that made you feel heroic, but one of the other things that it did is it suppressed coughs. So they marketed it as a cough syrup, particularly to young children. The name of the drug was heroin. Now, early on, researchers knew, the government knew that this drug was very addictive, but yet it took 20 some odd years before heroin was outlawed in baby syrup and cough syrup alone. Flash forward a couple other years, you know, many of you have seen the ads on TV for mesothelioma. It's a lung type of disease that comes from asbestos. Well, in the early 1920s, the government knew about increased cases of asbestosis. They knew asbestos was bad, but they didn't ban it until the 70s. Now, in the 70s, there were still literally hundreds, if not thousands, of items that came with asbestos. Everything from hair dryers to curling irons to toaster ovens, you name it, that product was used. Well, you know, now we would look and say, who in the world would use asbestos? Well, do you realize that today asbestos trade is at an all-time high internationally? Even though we don't have asbestos in the U.S., it's still being used in other countries, and it's still causing cancer, it's still causing mesothelioma. So when it comes to these Mortechems, you've got to understand, you cannot rely on the government to simply say, don't take these products. Prime example, titanium dioxide. Research has shown that titanium dioxide breaks down into nanoparticles that get caught in the various parts of the body like the kidneys, the liver, and they know that it causes different types of cancer, yet it's still there. Now, is taking one vitamin every couple of days going to necessarily create a problem for you? No, but if you take your vitamins every day and if you're handling vitamins for family members, you're at an increased risk. And about 7% of the population is very, very sensitive to the different types of Mortechems that are out there. So why in the world would you open yourself up to that? Because I believe in a couple years from now, I don't know if it's 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, people are going to look at a label of a product and they're going to see something in that product and they're going to say, why in the world would you have taken that? More importantly, why in the world would you have taken it for every day for 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years? Look how bad that is. I think titanium dioxide is going to be one of those chemicals, and it's just one of many. Of course, the Liberty lineup of products is Mortechem free. You don't need to worry about that here at Liberty, but you do need to worry about that if you're taking anything that's over the counter and even prescription drugs that are not required to list the Mortechems in those particular drugs. Another reason to go natural. With that, this is Russell Bly wishing everybody the best that life has to offer. God bless everyone.